Tonight's story begins long before the circuits hummed, long before machines responded to our voices, long before we learned how to spark intelligence inside metal and code. It begins in a world stripped of sunlight, a year where summer never came, volcanic ash turned the sky black, crops died, and Europe shivered like a dying creature. And in that darkness, an 18-year-old woman closed her eyes and had a nightmare that would change the world. She dreamt of a pale student of forbidden arts kneeling beside a body he assembled from the dead, watching its chest rise and realizing too late what he had done. A creation born out of genius, but abandoned out of fear. Humans have always been haunted by what we create, by those tools we unleash, by the power we awaken, by the intelligence we breathe into existence, certain we're in control. And then we're not. The story you're about to hear isn't about a monster. It's about the makers of monsters and the consequences of turning away from the things we bring to life. Welcome to Hotmates. We're your hosts. I'm Jeffrey Anderson.
And I'm Mallory Anderson.
This episode is for all the monster fuckers and glove kink people.
I saw that whenever it came out, like all these girls were talking about how, I guess, gloves are a thing for some people.
Yeah, I'd never heard of that before till like the actual movie came out.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what the fuck is this, man? I mean, monster fucker kink and glove kink.
You know, and it's funny because it's like, to me, it's like when I watched it, it's not like I have an attraction to like the monster.
Yeah.
But as a woman, like, spoiler alerts for this episode, right? Like,
yeah. Well, I mean, it's also based on the book too.
Yeah,
so.
yeah. Guillermo del Toro's new version, it had a part where like Frankenstein, the monster, like gave a leaf to the girl. And it's like, it's as simple as that.
It's as simple as that.
It doesn't have to be big extravagant, you know? Yeah. So I like that.
Yeah.
And she's like, for me?
Yeah.
A leaf?
A leaf for me? And it just goes to show, you know, that it's, I mean, we're going to get into it in this episode.
Yeah.
But it just goes to show that, you know, he wasn't the monster.
He wasn't the monster.
He wasn't. He was just a creation. But that's way farther down in the episode than what we're getting into right now. Also, sorry for the time off away, guys.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. I got like sick.
Yeah. You were sick, and then the holidays happened and everything like that.
We weren't prepared. We started this podcast like so last minute out of our ass.
Yeah. And I mean, it's doing pretty good so far.
Like the day, like we were like, should we start a podcast? And I was like, And all of a sudden it was like, bam, we released an episode.
Yeah.
Because like you had the equipment, you know, just from like what you do normally.
Yeah.
But no, I don't know. Like all of a sudden I got this like really bad head cold and I still have it. So like I still sound like my ears are still clogged. So like I can't hear too well.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was weird. I was like, one week I was at work and came back from lunch. And all of a sudden I was like, I'm going down.
Yeah. And it was just a downward spiral from there.
Yeah. Nothing like getting this bad head cold. And like, I've never had a head cold like this where like, it's still in my head. Yeah.
It's still in your head and it's still
like my right ear is plugged. I'm always going like, to you today.
Yeah. Today.
Well, yeah.
Past week and a half.
Yeah.
But it's okay. I mean, I do it to you all the time.
It's almost been like 2 weeks. But like also too, like truly like my right ear is ringing.
Yeah. So, yeah, I'm sorry.
So I may go, a couple times.
It's okay. We got this. So when you hear the name Frankenstein, what's the very first image that flashes in your mind?
Frankenstein, I just think of the actual monster that people call Frankenstein, even though that's not Frankenstein. Frankenstein's the doctor.
Yeah. And I mean, and that's kind of how I feel with it too.
Yeah, but like I imagine like on your tattoo.
Yeah.
Wait, no. Yeah, that one.
That
like the green, the bolts out of the neck, like that's what I think of Frankenstein. Yeah. He's alive.
Yeah, exactly. And I mean, that's the same thing I think about it. You know, I think of Frankenstein's monster, not Frankenstein itself.
Yeah. I think of like, and I think like too, it's like kind of like what happened with Star Wars. It's like that Mandela effect where like people think this is what he says, but it really isn't.
Yeah.
And it's like, same thing. It's like everyone confuses Frankenstein for the monster versus it's actually Dr. Frankenstein.
Exactly. So let's pick up right where that nightmare left us. It's 1816, the year without a summer. The world feels broken. The sky looks bruised. People think the apocalypse might actually be happening. Mary Shelley was just 18, is tucked away in a lakeside villa with Percy Shelley and Lord Byron, a group of brilliant weirdos with too much time and too much dread. Byron suggests, let's each write a ghost story. Mary goes to sleep, and her mind conjures a vision so vivid, so horrifying, it births an entire genre. The scientist, the stitched body, the spark of life, and the immediate regret. Mallory, have you ever had a dream so real it stayed with you for years?
Oh my God, yeah. I've had a dream where I'll never forget it. It was terrifying, but I was in like a home, but like not my home that I grew up in, but I was like a kid, and I'll never forget, like there was a monster in the house and I was trying to like get away from it. And I don't know why, but I can like vividly remember like it was like the house was like 1800s, like it was all wood, right? But like the wood was like kind of like that weathered wood, you know, like over years, like the light gray kind of wash to it.
Yeah.
And I'll never forget like going into the shower and like hiding behind the shower curtain, and this creature was coming up and I could see its like I guess like outer frame, you know, like the shadow of it.
Yeah.
And I could see it coming towards me through the shower curtain. And then I remember seeing it, and then I remember like kind of starting to like duck down a little bit, and it said, I can see you, and I guess you can see me, when I started ducking. And I was like, oh, fuck.
That's a really weird fucking scary dream.
Yeah, and I remember waking up after that.
Yeah.
But like that still like terrifies me.
Yeah, that's still terrifying just in general to think about it like that.
Yeah, where you're like trying to hide for the monster and you're like, oh, it can't see me. And then you're like, oh shit, it can see me. And it knows I can see it.
Yeah.
I know.
You know, I really don't remember a lot of my dreams, but I'm sure there's been some weird fucked up dreams in there. Like some stuff that would make like Robert Eggers be like, this kid's got some weird fucking dreams.
Yeah, and also too, I actually had a dream, my first dream ever.
Do you remember?
That I remember. My first dream I ever remember. I know like you don't start creating memories till you're 5, but I remember I was 4 years old actually, because we were moving from like actually like Dallas to where my parents live now.
Yeah.
And I'll never forget, like, because we moved there in 94 and I didn't turn 5 until like that December. And it was not cold when we moved. It was like, I think like before summertime. And anyways, so I remember a dream I had while we were living in Dallas. And I remember waking up and being like, what the hell? And like seeing my pink curtains and stuff.
Yeah.
And that's like one of the few childhood memories. But I'm running through like a Best Buy or something like that, like a CD store.
Yeah.
And it was like all these rows of CDs. And this monster is like behind me, like, you know what I mean? And it kind of like resembled like Frankenstein, you know, like didn't really talk, but it was moving and it was coming towards me. And I remember screaming and all these adults like, help me. And like no one was like paying attention and listening to me.
Yeah.
But I think that's probably like a deeper.
Yeah, probably.
It's way deeper, like, you know, versus like, I probably saw like a cartoon cut out of like Frankenstein somewhere and like.
Yeah. We're like, oh, hey.
Yeah.
That's
but it's
what
like,
it is.
But I'll never forget like going to this woman. She had blonde hair and she had like a baby basket and like had a baby in like a little like. Yeah. And I go up to her and I was like, help me. And like not seeing me.
Yeah. That's a weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's just probably how I felt like as
Probably.
a kid.
Probably.
But yeah, I still remember that one. That was my first nightmare I ever had.
That's crazy. I really don't, like I said, remember a lot of my dreams. So.
Oh God, I have vivid dreams though.
Yeah, you do.
And like I remember them.
Yeah.
I mean, I had a dream, like I told you about my grandmother coming to me.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I've also had dreams where like was here in the house and like woke up and like I knew I was dreaming, but like everything was like pitch black.
Yeah.
And I know like in your dreams you can't see your hands and you also can't see your face. So is the light flickering? Did it just go out?
Oh, this one did. Yeah.
Are we haunted?
Oh, maybe we're haunted.
Ooh. Oh my God, speaking of, because like I did have a girls' night over and I have like the dowsing rods and we found out like Jeff is haunted, so
yeah, maybe that's
we busted out the sage.
Yeah, we busted out the sage. I mean, it was a fun time.
We were like, "Gone, get
the fuck out of our house!
Get out of my house!
Leave my husband alone!
Gone! Geet. But yeah, anyway, so going back to the other dream, I remember like waking up and it was like pitch black and like I went into the bathroom, our bathroom.
Yeah.
And I remember like looking at my face and like I couldn't see it. But when I went to go open my mouth to like see if it was like a reflection.
Yeah.
I remember like feeling like static.
Ooh, that's weird. I get that sometimes when I
felt like TV static.
I get that sometimes when my legs are asleep.
Oh yeah, like when you feel like the tingles.
Yeah, I was gonna say when I've been sitting on the toilet too long,
But like,
sending you memes.
Put yourself in like a dream where it's all pitch black and like that's what you feel.
Yeah,
it's freaky.
That is freaky.
Yeah, I remember like after that I was like, okay, I'm getting weirded out.
Yeah,
but then it's like I remember like waking up after that.
Yeah,
I know, but also too dreams. I know you're not supposed to like ask the time in your dreams.
Yeah, I wonder why.
Because like people were saying that they would ask, like if they see other people, they'll ask the time, and all of a sudden like the dream gets like warped, and those like the people in the dream will be like, "You're not supposed to ask that."
They're like, "Why are you asking too many questions?" And like
scary stuff happens. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've always wanted to like tempt it, but at the same time, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know if I want to mess with that. It's too.
Yeah, not too much.
I don't know. I feel like I'm too connected to my dreams. I don't know.
Yeah.
You should try it.
I'll try it next time. Frankenstein isn't about a monster. It's about abandonment. Victor creates a life but refuses responsibility for it. He runs the second the creature breathes. Imagine giving life to something and then fleeting in the terror. The creature isn't born hateful. He learns hatred from the world that refuses to accept him. Victor's Frankenstein is the true villain, the original deadbeat creator. This is a story about what happens when power is used recklessly, irresponsibly, and ignored. Mallory, do you think people today fear their creations or fear losing control over them?
That's a good question. Because I think it's probably fearing the control of it. Because I know the guy that invented AI, like he won a Nobel Peace Prize. And in his actual speech, he like, it almost sounded like anti-AI. Like,
yeah.
This isn't for, like, it was kind of like, it was very ominous.
Yeah.
It was an ominous, like, speech of, like, and also, too, it kind of reminds me of, like, when we went to go see, oh, my God, what's the movie we saw at North Park?
Oppenheimer?
Oppenheimer, yeah. We went to go see Oppenheimer, and it was, like, remember how, like, it's like he created the atomic bomb?
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's like he realized, as he already created it, like, it's almost like it was too much power to have for a man.
Exactly.
And, like, to me, it's like, it's scary to me when, like, the creator is scared of its creation.
Yeah.
Like, the guy that invented the atomic bomb, he got scared of his creation.
Yeah.
Like, Frankenstein, he got
scared of what he created.
What he created. And it's funny, too, because it's like, you know, Frankenstein is such a, like, old tale of what, like, modern medicine is kind of doing.
Yeah.
And it's, like, the whole, like, playing God aspect, right?
Yes.
And, like, again, I work for a medical doctor, so, like, we've actually talked about that conversation before of, like, what is medicine and what's you're playing God, you know?
Yeah.
But it's, like, I guess it could all be if you think about it. Yeah. And that's why, like, back in the day, they had such a problem with, like, people mixing herbs.
Yeah.
Like, you're a witch.
And it's, like, talking about that, like, the whole medical thing nowadays, you know, like that. There's, like, this thing that's called CRISPR. Have you ever heard of it?
No.
So, like, it's, like, essentially, I know it's been used in China and Japan, I think. But don't quote me on this, everyone, because, I mean, I know that it's such, like, a weird thing. But basically, you can modify, like, a baby's genes while it's still in the womb.
Oh, wow.
And, like, it can also, I mean, like, even, like, once you're older, you know what I'm saying? Like, once you're an adult, like, you can basically, like, it's been able to basically remove HIV from people's DNA.
Oh,
and
wow.
stuff like that. But it's, like, such, like, a most recent tech that it's not, like, a thing that's talked about a lot. Like,
well, and it probably won't ever take off. It's going to sound horrible just because,
like,
America, we make so much money off of being people sick. Like,
exactly. I mean, it is what it is.
Yeah, like, they'll never cure cancer.
No.
You know,
it's like the biggest, like, one of the biggest.
It's $1 billion company.
That's what I was looking for.
Yeah, it's $1 billion industry.
That's the words I was looking for.
Yeah, like, when my parents, like, when my parents were both diagnosed with cancer at the same time and, like, you know, got over it too, thankfully. Yeah. But, I mean, just seeing their hospital bill.
Yeah.
I mean,
That shit was,
it's crazy.
yeah. It is crazy.
And that's like, and then too, like how much insurance actually does pay and sometimes what they don't pay. It's just,
it's crazy to look at it that way.
yeah. But I think too, like men are the monsters, right?
Yeah.
Like, and when I say men, like humans,
Yeah.
you know, like kind of like whenever they were doing, like the tour of this, movie, like they asked, Jacob Elordi, like, you know, what do you think are monsters and stuff? And he said, oh, I'm going to quote the director of the movie, Del Toro, saying that he thinks the men in the suits are the monsters.
Yeah.
And I agree. Like,
100%.
Like to me, they're scarier.
They are scarier. Frankenstein echoes stories as old as humanity. Prometheus giving fire, the golem made of clay, Pinocchio learning morality alone, even modern cloning and AI debates. We create things, then fear them. We give life, then panic about the consequences. We innovate, then lose control.
So speaking of Pinocchio, it kind of reminds me almost of Frankenstein.
Yeah.
Like it's a man creating something out of nothing and it giving life.
Yeah. It's fucking crazy.
Yeah, it's like another version of it.
And what's even crazier is Guillermo del Toro did Pinocchio right before he did Frankenstein.
And we actually just watched Pinocchio
we
too.
did. Yep. We watched it a couple days after that.
And it was funny because like whenever we were watching it, I was like, I don't remember this like mythical creature. And I was like, oh yeah, there was a fairy.
Yeah.
And it's like you forget like how crazy the story really is.
Yeah, it is. It's an insane story.
I'll never forget. It was so creepy when you think about it, like the bad little boys like turning into donkeys.
Yeah.
Like jackasses.
Yeah.
Because that's what they were, you
Yep.
know, like that. It like reminded me of like, that's how society saw these kids.
Yeah.
Like they're just jackasses.
Yep.
Not like, maybe they have like pain and suffering.
Yeah.
Like, there's always like a deeper meaning, right?
There's always a deeper meaning to every story.
Yeah.
Whatever it is. Sometimes I pick it up, sometimes I don't. It's a theme in every culture. We fear the reflections of ourselves. Mallory, why do you think humans keep retelling the same story across time?
I don't know, because maybe it's a good, that's a good question.
Yeah.
I think it's because it's something that still happens today,
Yeah.
you know, like with AI. And like I was saying, like the creator of AI, like
Yeah.
had that ominous, like almost like use it, but also kind of fear it, you know?
Exactly. So now that you brought up AI, now let's talk about AI. ChatGPT, image generators, deep fakes, these are not alive, but they are powerful, unpredictable, shaped entirely by human input.
Let me tell you, I think AI, like the videos, need to have, like, legally need to put on there, like, in the corner or something, like a stamp or something that says it's made with AI because, like,
There's some shit that where it's like, oh, fuck.
well, yeah, and like they'll show people, and like I've fallen for a lot of stuff, like the bunny rabbits, like jumping on the trampoline.
Yeah.
That got me, and I was like, oh shit, like I could be easily manipulated,
Yeah.
you know, and you could use it for like propaganda and stuff like that.
Yeah. I mean, not to get political or anything, but I mean, it's like the White House continuously posts like AI stuff.
Yeah.
You know, just because of, you know.
Yeah. But and to me, that shouldn't be a thing.
No, it shouldn't be a thing.
Like, it shouldn't, like, I don't know. I think it's like, don't get me wrong, AI can be good in the sense of like, you know, for your photography, like your AI can help you with your Photoshop and like helping clone stuff out that, you know, that needs to be cloned out. And it's way easier than Photoshop. You know what I mean? It's where sometimes it's like you can't take something out because there's something behind it, but like AI helps you fill the space. Yeah,
match it and texturize it and everything.
But like
that.
taking over people's jobs, like doing fake videos of like, I don't know. But at the same time, like, don't get me wrong, like when I see like on TikTok, like my fantasy AI, I'm like, I do like it.
See, that's like a different kind though.
But like, it just helps me get like more immersed, you know, but not in the sense of like, I know it's fake, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But at the same time, I don't think, I think it should be a legal thing. Yeah. I've even talked about it before with like my parents, and like they were even agreeing like,
yeah, definitely.
I don't know. I think like really bad things can happen because it's getting better and better, you know?
So just like Victor, today's creators sometimes rush ahead and only worry about consequences later. AI isn't evil, it's reflective. The creature wasn't evil, it simply absorbed and mirrored the world around it. AI does the same.
Ooh, it's like we're the evil ones. Like deep down.
Yeah, we are. The fear of losing control. This is part that connects most deeply to Frankenstein. Humans fear creations that grow beyond them. Mallory, do you think people fear AI itself, or do they fear the way the world shifts around it?
I think, like, I fear AI in the sense of, like, I'm scared what it will do for society and social media.
Yeah.
You know, like, how bad and dark can it get?
Yeah.
But at the same time, I'm hoping with the rise of AI, like, social media kind of has, like, it kind of tanks a little bit because you don't know what's real and what's fake anymore.
Yeah.
And I hope, like, people go back into the old school way of doing things with that.
Yeah.
Like, it's gotten so out of control where you're like, okay, let me just go back to the basics.
Yeah.
Let me research this. Let me go to a library. I don't know.
Let me go to Barnes and Noble and read about this.
Yeah, let me go pick up an actual book.
Yeah. Which I agree. Mary Shelley wasn't warning us against creation. She was warning us against carelessness. If you create something powerful, you must guide it, teach it, regulate it, understand it, and stay present with it. Mostly like having a child. You stop and think about it.
Well, it's crazy too. Like, her story is such a modern concept still.
It is. Victor failed not because he created life, but because he turned away from it. AI today is no different. The danger lies not in the tool, but in our neglect. Mallory, do you think this modern creators take enough responsibility for what they make?
No, not at all.
Yeah, me either.
Because, like, also too, like, why would you create it?
Exactly.
You know? But also too, it's like maybe like you don't realize your creation and like you just think of like, oh, all the good, and then you create it and you're like, oh, actually
This is horrible.
this is bad.
This is the worst idea I've ever had.
Yeah, like maybe I shouldn't have. Just because
Yeah.
you can doesn't mean
Just because you can doesn't mean you should.
just because you can doesn't mean you should.
Exactly.
And like I've been seeing that kind of circling around with AI. Like,
Yeah.
just because we can doesn't mean we should.
Yeah, exactly. Just because I can. Yeah, exactly what you're saying. Just because I can take out like stuff in the background of a picture and make a beautiful mountain behind it instead of, something I shouldn't.
No, I mean more like in a bigger like picture, right? Like to me, like that's I guess like on the grand scheme of things, that's like the bottom level.
Yeah.
But like to me, the top is like we don't need computers thinking more like us and learning our behaviors.
Yeah,
Because like to me, that's weird.
that is weird. Like when a computer can think more like myself than I can think like myself.
Yeah, and like don't be wrong, like we do have a very smart house.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's like I feel like there should be like a limit.
Yeah, it's like our light bulbs are smart bulbs and stuff like that. And we have Alexas that we can use to tell to turn on light bulbs and
Yeah.
et cetera.
But at the same time, it's not like,
Yeah.
We can control major it's
Yeah.
just like on the grand schemes, I feel like that's lower, but like, I guess more in the sense of like AI, like confusing people and
Yeah.
like what the person behind that AI is driving it to do.
Yeah.
And what images and videos is it creating,
Exactly.
as
Yeah.
long as it's for good, but like in the sense of like, when the whole writers, thing happened.
Yeah, the Writers Guild strike, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like to me, like that's bad. Like don't take away people's jobs.
Don't take away people's jobs. So
Like I still don't like self checkout for that reason.
me either. I do not
It's like it's
it.
taking away somebody's job.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I'm not about like that. And like also too, like, like now they're talking about having these 18-wheelers that can drive themselves.
Oh,
and
I've seen them. I've seen them on my way to work.
And like I hate that because it's like that was my dad's job for 30 something years. Like don't take away somebody's
Job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, oh yeah, you're creating this. And it's like, to me, it's like the big companies like it because they don't have to pay somebody.
Exactly.
And to me, that's,
all the ones I've seen that are like the 18-wheelers, there's still someone in there.
but also too, for how long?
True. It may just be like a learning thing, that they're learning. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like the companies are learning and they need someone there, obviously, to take over if something's fucked.
Yeah. But also too, how long is it before they don't need somebody,
Exactly.
you know?
Didn't think of it that way. At the end of the novel, Victor dies broken and consumed by his failure. The creature mourns him, literally cries over him, then walks into the Arctic to die alone. It's devastating, not frightening, but tragic. The creature wanted meaning, connection, love. Victor wanted glory, not responsibility. So who made the monster? Victor did. And that's the question for us today. Are we creating thoughtfully? Are we creating carelessly? Mallory, do you feel sympathy for the creature or frustration with Victor?
Both. Like, when you see it, like, when you watch the movie, it's like, at first, like, you see, I like how, like, throughout the movie, he did it from, like, everybody's different, like, perspectives.
Yeah.
So, like, you saw it from, like, Victor's side, and then you saw it from, like, Frankenstein's side. Like, I didn't ask to be created, but at the same time, like, why don't you love me?
Yeah.
And, like, I liked how that also reflected, like, parent-child, like,
Yeah.
issues that people have.
Yeah.
And then, too, I saw where a lot of women were saying that, like, Frankenstein, like, I guess, like, makes them emotional because they see Frankenstein as, like, a woman's experience in the world.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Which makes sense. I mean, it was written by a woman.
It was written by a woman.
Yeah.
Like, I'm just a thing that exists. And, like, why are you torturing and doing all these demeaning things to me?
Yeah.
You know?
That makes sense.
But also, too, it's like there's so many different perspectives. It just
Yeah.
depends on what side of the perspective you are to look at it. But to me, being an outsider, like, Victor was just a human. I don't think good or bad, but created something. And then in that creation, feared it
Yeah.
for what he did and what he was able to do. And then almost like a regret.
Yeah.
But
100%.
also, too, he didn't know how to manage his emotions.
Yeah.
But I guess, like, so yeah, I guess, like, lamest terms, like, to me, he is the monster.
Yeah.
Victor is.
Yep.
Not the monster.
You know, and now that I'm thinking about it, like, he was the monster. I mean, obviously, I knew he was the monster from the
Yeah,
get-go.
yeah.
But the fact that, like, he is a monster, but also the way his dad treated him made him become a monster, if you
Yep.
look at it.
It's like he is.
There was a monster training
Yeah.
a monster, now training a monster.
Yeah.
Monsterception.
It's monsterception.
Daddy issues inception.
Literally, it's just dad issues.
Yeah.
Is it mom issues or dad? It's parent issues.
It's parent issues. That's exactly what it comes down to.
And it's like, but yeah, it's like he didn't beat the cycle. He just got deeper in the cycle.
He just bought into it.
Yeah.
He didn't sell out. He bought in.
He didn't sell out. He bought in.
SLC Punk.
Oh my God. That's such a good movie.
That is. I want to watch it.
Yeah, we need to watch that.
I'm down.
But also, too, I love that it was also written by a woman.
Yep. Same.
But even though, like, I know she had to go by, like, her married name.
Yeah.
As Shelley, but I love that she was 18 when she wrote that.
Yeah.
Like, that's crazy.
That is insane.
And see, like, that's to me where it's like, okay, technology shouldn't get too advanced because, like, we're not going to have stories like this where it's like, I mean, she created a whole
Genre.
She literally created science fiction.
Yeah, she literally created fucking science fiction.
Like, she didn't know it, but she was literally creating science fiction in that moment.
In that exact moment.
And that's your favorite genre.
Uh-huh.
And it's so crazy to think of, like, all the other doors she opened.
Yep. 100%.
So good.
It is so good.
And I love how I didn't realize it was written by a woman until recently. I know that's going to sound bad.
It happens. So getting back to what we're talking about, the whole AI thing. AI is not a monster. It's a mirror reflecting the best and worst of humanity. Mary Shelley's message still holds. Be intentional with the things you make. Be accountable. Be compassionate. Don't be Victor Frankenstein.
Don't be Victor Frankenstein.
If we stay engaged, our creations remain tools, even companions. If we walk away, they become monsters. Mallory, do you think Mary Shelley would be fascinated or terrified by modern AI?
Oh my God. I think, like, both.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I think it'd be like, I mean, obviously both, you know,
Yeah.
because it's like, she's a human, we're all human, and we're like, everyone is intrigued by AI. That's why we're all talking about AI. But at the same time, it's like, I think, you know, she had such a complex mind at 18 in, like, the 1800s.
Yeah.
Like, I can only imagine what she would think with, like, a modern perspective of it.
Yeah.
You know?
She would be like, oh, fuck, this is Frankenstein.
Like, this is Frankenstein.
This is Frankenstein's monster come to life.
literally have come to life. And it could take any shape and form you want it to.
It really can.
Oh, that's so eerie.
That is so eerie. The story of Frankenstein didn't end on the page. It lives in every invention we build, every system we awaken, every spark of intelligence we breathe into, glass and metal. We tell ourselves we're in control, that we understand the limits, that the things we make are ours to command. But in the shadows, creation waits, learning, watching, becoming whatever we teach it to be, or whatever we abandon it to become. The creature wasn't born a monster, it was made into one, not by lightning, but by neglect. And if we aren't careful, if we turn our backs on the things we bring to life, we may find ourselves staring into the eyes at the mirror of our own failures. If you like this episode, feel free to rate, review, and share with someone. Also, if you have your own eerie story, feel free to send it our way at howdy@hauntmates.com. And it could be featured in our future Listener Tales episode. You can follow along on all social medias at Hauntmates. Creation is never the danger, abandonment is.